Alright folks, how you doing? So, a great many of you out there will have seen the movie series Lord of the Rings and will recall this scene from Return of the King. Great scene, right? How many of you are aware that this is actually based on a thing from real life, and in fact, real Scottish history at that? If we go to this webpage here called ecclesmackin.org.uk and we read about Benny Craig, it talks about how in past centuries it was this excellent visual position which led Benny Craig being used as one of the chain of eminencies for communications over long distances. In the days of threatened invasion from the Spanish Armada or even English armies, beacons or balefires, known as blazes, warned the approach of the foe. And it even gives a location. So if we have a look at Google Maps here, we can zoom in on the location of these beacon fires, starting at the Cheviot, to Hume Castle, to Lauder, or somewhere near Lauder, to Sutra Hill, to Edinburgh Castle, and finally over to Benny Craig. There we go. So you can see it's over a very vast distance indeed, and this was along the typical invasion route of English armies during the First Scottish War of Independence, and also the route of Roman armies during their invasions of Scotland as well. So there you go, it's actually based upon a real thing which actually happened. And further information is saying even the strength of the fire would determine, how big the threat was. So if you only had one bale that was blazing, suspect the enemy is coming, 2 bales confirmed, 4 bales is the maximum, the enemy is in great force. So yeah, a little bit of trivia there for you. I hope you enjoyed, and thanks for watching. Alright folks, a small piece of additional information here. Something I just remembered off the top of my head about the beacon fires. This is from a book called We the Scythians by David Allen Ritchie, and it says here, in 1298, on the eve of Edward's second invasion of Scotland, Sir Simon Fraser installed young Henry Sinclair into the knighthood. All the nobility of Scotland were in attendance, and the guest of honour at that auspicious ceremony was Sir William Wallace himself. Now, if this name is sounding familiar, Sir Simon Fraser, it's because I mentioned him before when I did the Armandale and Calderwood virtual tour. I talked about his memorial stone within Armandale Country Park. I might do a more extensive biography of him, especially because he's actually one of my own ancestors. I'm descended from Clan Fraser on my father's side. Anyway, getting back to the point here, the location of the ceremony was St Mary's Chapel at Mount Lothian. That evening the celebrations were brought to a sudden end when the beacon fires were spotted burning on the hills to the south of Roslin and Mount Lothian, and giving warning of Edward's invasion. These Scottish warriors had a sophisticated communication network of beacons that was ancient. It could provide several days' warning of any alien advance into Scottish territory from anywhere in the southern borders. And if we go back to the map here, we can find the location of St Mary's Chapel on Mount Lothian, and where the beacon fires would have been to put them on high alert. We can see here on the map, so you've got Sutra Hill nearby. You've also got the one at Lauder and the one at Hume Castle. So these beacons would have been, would have been on fire to let everybody know the English are on the way, they're coming, So pretty interesting.